Hi, I'm Ken Krell. Speakers, authors, coaches, thought leaders come to me to discover how they can take their current position and turn it into high-powered, high-profit, transformational digital events. I can do the same for you too. You're about to watch an excerpt of one of our online events that I think you may find very powerful. After that, I'll meet you and we'll talk about it. I am here with the Profit Liberator. Did I say that right, Azim?
Yeah, you did, Ken.
About amazing, actually, how I prompted that. That was great. Azim Sahu-Khan is the Profit Liberator. He helps businesses create massive profits and helps them build their lifestyle, because what the hell's money if you can't enjoy it? Sahim, listen to me. Azim, I'm changing your name too.
That's okay.
You know,
I've been called worse, Ken.
as have I too, my friend. It's good to see you. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks. Thanks for having me on the show.
Awesome. So you do a whole bunch, and I know what you've been doing, but primarily, what would you say is the biggest change you can impact in a business?
The biggest change I can impact, normally what happens, Ken, is when I start to work with a business owner, I usually find the business is half the size that it really should be, and the business owner is probably spending twice the amount of time, and that can even be a CEO, twice the amount of time they need to be in the business, which is kind of backwards.
Yeah. Now, what gives you that secret sauce that makes you the go-to guy?
Well, I guess, and it's a big gap in the whole guiding, coaching, consulting industry, is the gap is results. So what makes me the go-to guy, Ken, is I get the result. I mean, I've doubled the number of businesses and multi-million-dollar businesses as well. Like one, we went from 2.5 to 5.4 in 18 months and that sort of thing. So the secret sauce is the result.
Yeah. So give me, I'm going to be a little skeptical here, because I mean, I've heard it's all so good to be true. So give me just one little bragging case study in the limited time that we have of I mean, 5.2.2 to whatever to 5 point whatever. And I assume we're talking millions, not just a couple of thousand.
We are talking millions.
Yeah. Which is nice. And I don't really care what currency it is. That's unless it's Vietnamese dong, which doesn't matter. But I think
we're in the same country, Ken. So
yeah. So, right. So those are good numbers, no matter where you are. I mean, whether they be Singaporean, Australian, or US, or even Canadian dollars, same idea. It's big money. So give me just one more specific example of what you're able to do for somebody.
Okay, I'll give you one specific example, which isn't the one I just spoke about. But one specific example is I worked with a frames and trusses manufacturer. They build a framework for the houses. And by looking through their internal systems and working out what was getting to the root of the problem, we were actually able to increase their revenue by an average of $950,000 per month over a 15-month period without spending another dollar on marketing or advertising.
Wow.
It was all sitting inside the business. And the funny thing about it all, Ken, was it actually came down to a human resource problem and not anything to do with marketing, sales, or what they're actually making.
Isn't it interesting that whole law of constraints just takes place in a business like that?
100%.
Yeah, it's crazy time. What would you say if we were to, because we don't have a whole lot of time today, because we could probably spend hours going through how people screw up their businesses, right? What would you say if you were to give us one tip that we could do, whether it be a personal or business audit, or what would you say for someone to do right now to implement?
Okay, here's a great tip that I use all the time and creates money almost out of thin air for people. Go and have a look at any customer who's bought from you regularly, or like bought off you at least once, who hasn't bought anything off you of the last 60 days, so 2 months, and then send them this SMS email. So we'll use you as an example, Ken. Hi, Ken. Haven't heard from you for a while. Hope everything's okay. Azim. That's it. Because here's the thing, Ken. Most people don't realize that most businesses will lose between 27 and 32% of their customers every year. And it's not because you've done a bad job. They forget about you. Something's become more convenient, blah, blah, blah. So you're just reminding them that you're there and reminding them that you know who they are. And that simple 15-word or however many word it is, SMS, has generated for one business $30,000. For another butcher shop I did many years ago, he laughed, he rang me on the Saturday and he says, I sent that SMS out and he said, I had customers ringing and apologizing. Oh, it was Christmas. I had family, and he said they came and they bought twice as much.
Wow.
That simple thing will generate money.
That's incredible. That is very cool. That is really cool. Listen, I again, this is just a short episode. Will you come back to do a full show with us?
Oh, I'd love to, Ken. That would be awesome.
Awesome. Cool. So Azim, what's the best way people could get a hold of you?
Look, Ken, when people start on the journey, to the next thing, they kind of need to know where they start. So you go into the shopping center and you find the info board and it says, you are here. Most businesses don't know where they are. So look, I've got a really great quiz that people can take, and that will show them exactly what they should focus on next so they can really grow their business. And it's not always the obvious thing. I'd love to make it available to your listeners. And Ken, can I offer a surprise bonus? Is that allowed?
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay. Well, when we put the quiz there in your show notes, the first 20 people who take that quiz, I will buy them an hour of my time and personally go through their results with them.
Wow. Wow.
In other words,
okay.
That translates to free.
Okay, then. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know what to do. Reallyusefulshow.com. Find the show notes and grab it now while it's still up. If it's not on there, it's too late. Azim, thanks for being with us today. You're awesome.
My pleasure, sir. Thank you very much. And as we always say, to profitability and beyond.
So that's one short taste of how you can use the power of digital events to help people transform their lives and find a new way to live. Want to learn how you can put it to use in your own business? Well, stick with me for the Digital Events Essentials Plan. It's called DEEP. It'll take you through how you can plan, produce, and profit from your own online events. It's pretty great, it's pretty free, and I think you'll like it pretty much. So come join me. Click the link either in the description below or somewhere on this video itself, and we'll take you over there. It's completely free. I think you're going to love it, and it will give you the plan you need to plan, produce, and profit from your own digital events.